Good morning, my peepers. Welcome to Shalene's Creativity Room. It is Saturday, February 4th. What's going on today? It is still cold out. So, no birthdays today. And I need to write down some things from yesterday. So I finished the book, The Wrong Bride, by Katerina Mara. It is a erotic romance. It's on Kindle Unlimited. It was so good. Oh my gosh. You know, family is not always blood. Let me say that, because the mother and the sister in this book were bitches. Oh my God. Horrible people to the one daughter. Just horrible. Why does this do this to me all the time? I might have sent it back. Yeah, it looks like I sent it back already. So what was the other? I got another one. Kindle Unlimited. Where'd it go? The Temporary Wife. So I don't have it to show you because I already sent it back. But this is the same author. This is another book. There's like 3 books for this. It's like a series. So this is the other one I'm starting. The Temporary Wife by Katerina Mara. I hope this is as good as the first book I read. And then the new one is coming out soon. But yeah, I read The Wrong Bride. Awesome. Awesome book. And then I cross-stitched. Let me do this. I'll show you what I cross-stitched on. And then we'll get moving on to today. And then what else I did yesterday, and I'm not done because I forgot something. So, oop, my phone just fell. So I don't want this, I want the red. I stitched on the Kitty Heaven all day. And I got in 522 stitches. I am moving right along on this, and this was only the 3rd day out of 5 for this month of WIPCO, so I still have Monday and all day Tuesday to stitch on it. But yeah, look it. So I finished up this section here and moved on up to this. So yeah, it is moving right along. And you know, when I'm stitching on it, I don't really see things forming. I just see colors. But when you look at it from further away, you can see like the yarn and all that and the shelving. So I am liking that. It looks good. Okay, so today's weather. Right now it is 4 degrees with the wind chill. It's -10. Wintry mix possible. Winter weather coming. So today is a high of 26 and a low of 22. Tonight, cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy this afternoon. Winds south-southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Humidity 51%. Sunset 5:28. So we still have a wind chill advisory until 10 a.m. So in 10 minutes is 10 a.m. So we'll see if it starts warming up. So we're going to do cloudy for today. Cloudy. Clouds. Okay. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. So, what's the song I have in my head? It's, I forget the band. I'll tell you in a minute. And I don't know why it's stuck in my head because I have not heard it. I haven't heard it in months. So I want to make sure that it's the right song. No. That's not it. Oh well. Yeah. Why can't I find it? I can see the band. Do 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 do. I can tell you in a minute. No, that's not right. Okay. Well, I didn't find it the way I wanted to, so Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm wasting your time. Who cares, right? Okay, gotta sip my coffee. Take my coffee. No, I thought the song was paralyzed, and I know that's not it. Do 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 do. I can't sing. I can't sing the word crap. Okay, so today's wisdom quote. Purpose requires self-knowledge, which requires silence. I like to sit in silence. And today's word of the day. Word of the day. Word of the day. Today's word is scrutinize. It is a verb. Scrutinize means to examine something carefully, especially in a critical way. Yes, that's what it means. I gotta take out the garbage in here. It's overflowing. Today's National Day. Today's National Day. National Homemade Soup Day. 'Cause, you know, it's a good day for soup. I'm fixing meatloaf though. I have meatloaf, green beans, and red potatoes. So that's what's for dinner today. My crafty planner. Okay, so we got our morning video. Yesterday I got 522 stitches. And we stitched on the Kitty Heaven. Projects, Kitty Heaven. Kitty Heaven. So yesterday was the 3rd. Okay. Now on to today. And I do need to write. I do need to write in my reading planner. Then we can chit chat a little bit. So yesterday was Friday. So I finished finished. The Wrong Bride. Katerina Maura. Maura. I give it 5 stars. It was hot. Yep, TikTok recommendation. Okay, so then in my TBR, I can mark that off. I don't know if I will get to the next one next because I do have NetGalley books and I do have 3. I have the Discovery of Witches that I need to get to because, you know, they're due back to the library. I've read 17 books already so far. The Wrong Bride. So I have 2 reviews I need to write for this year, and I still have a bunch for last year that I did not get to yet. But we will get there. Yeah. Okay. So this will go back into this. See, this was a cross-stitch bag, project bag, but you know what? I'm using it as my book bag because that's what it's mostly for. Today, I am stitching on this kit. Not all day because from 1 to 3 my time is Loads of Love. I lost my phone. So 1 to 3, like I said, is of Loads of Love Zoom. And I only did it for 2 hours because Justin will be here in family time, you know. Gotta spend time with my family. So, but I will be starting Wire Whimsy. It's by Dimensions. And it's Snowman with Sunflowers. And the designer is Karen Avery. So that's what I will be doing today. And then I will switch to Loads of Love this afternoon for 2 hours. Go back to this. And then tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, those of us that are doing Rosie will be in Zoom stitching on Rosie. So got a lot going on today. And if Justin is still here at 8 o'clock, I won't go into Rosie Zoom until he goes home. But he usually leaves around 8 o'clock. Okay, the other thing that I am doing. So after talking to Deanne and Julene, I have decided to take all my Hades, all the floss of all the Hades I have. And I already did this last night except for one Hade because I forgot. So I printed out the master list of all the DMC floss. The regular floss, not the metallics and that, but the regular floss. So then I pulled out all my storage containers of all my Hades. And I highlighted the colors I already have. So like some of them, I might have 6 Hades that have that color. But the master container's only going to have one of them. And then I have 3 other containers where I keep all my extras. So the extras will go in there. So I have these 3 papers, which had $80 worth of DMC floss that I had to buy between 3 aids to kit up, which is Snowy, the Quick Stitch, what is it? It's not curly tail, it's long-tailed Snowy. So I went through my extras, pulled them all out, and this was a long list of what I still needed. Then Spider Queen, which I am starting in a couple weeks, I went and I pulled out from my extras, and I had this whole list of what I had to buy. Then a Magic Book, which I already started, I pulled from my extra, and this was the long list. So I went from $80 to only needing 10 skeins of floss. So they said, you know, when you start getting low on a skein that's in that master kit, then you go and replace it. What a concept. So eventually that master kit just for full coverage, I shouldn't say just aids, because my pain-free crafts are going to go in there and a couple other companies that are full coverage. They're going to go in there. So eventually I will have one of each color of the DMC. So that I will, because, you know, like 1 through 35, those are the newer colors. It might be, the only kit I did not go through was my Rosie. I totally forgot to grab Rosie last night, so I'll do that this morning. And then I'll mark off the colors that I have that maybe aren't already highlighted, so that I will know what I need. So right now I went from, I only need 3 colors for Magic Book, 5 colors for Spider Queen, and a color for Rapunzel, and for Snowy I need 1, and then they'll all go in that master. And I'm like, you know what, it's right, it's gonna save me a ton of money, and like Julene says, most of these are, the full coverage are big, they're gonna take me forever anyways if I ever finish them, so why not have a master? And I used to have just one. I just had one double-sided, just one that I had one of each color in, and that's all I worked from everything I was stitching. So I'm like, why not? Because that was all I had to take. If I left the house to cross stitch, I just grabbed it. That's all I had, was one of these. That was it. And then my friend, she had been transferred here from California for her job. I met her through like ICQ. Remember ICQ? It was like Facebook Messenger. Anyways, I met her through that. And she had moved here for a couple years, and her mom had passed away. Her mom owned a cross-stitch shop in her garage. Well, when her mom passed away and my friend didn't want to stitch anymore, she sent me a box, some charts, mostly all the DMC her mom had in the shop. So I ended up with 3 of these containers full of all that floss. And I had more. I had even more. I've already used some up. I had a friend in Florida that was doing the Sistine Chapel, that great big huge piece. And so a lot of us were pitching in for the floss and the fabric. So I said, wait, nobody else buy the floss until I pull what I have, because I had so much. So I donated as much of the floss as I could to her, and then the other, you know, whoever else wanted to donate would get the rest. So they knew what I had to send her. Since then, she had cancer and she's passed away. But, you know, when you have a community, like the crafting community, and you say, hey, we want to do this for someone, you jump in when you can. Because it's just something you do, you know, your friends. I'd known her for quite a few years from a cross-stitch retreat in Myrtle Beach. So I did. I pulled all the floss that I possibly could to send her because I still have a lot of that floss is still from my friend's mom's shop. And that was years ago. My kids were like maybe 10, 12 years old. So yeah, I've had them that long. And some colors, I had 10 to 20 skeins of it, and I'm still trying to use it up. So I always pull from those 3 bins, or whatever you want to call them, the storage containers. I pull from them before I buy any floss. And they're all in numerical order so I can find them easily. So now, this weekend, I'm going to go and I have an extra container of the double. Mine were for Matchbox cars. Mine, yeah, they were called, now I can't think of the name of them. But they were for Matchbox cars. They were $4 a piece at Walmart years ago. And then they stopped making them. Jammers, that's what they were called, jammers. Well, if I go and look them up like on Amazon and that, they're $20 a piece. I'm not paying $20 a piece, but I still had extras laying around. And someone said, oh, they have the double-sided at Hobby Lobby. They're on the sidewall where all the storage containers are. So I did find them, and they are nice. I don't know if they have handles like mine has the handles. I'm not sure if they do, but these have the handles, which is nice. I don't need the handle, but it's nice. And they're very, very sturdy. So if I do need more, I can go to Hobby Lobby and get them. Someone said Michael's had them too. But I'm not going to, because now if I go and take all my Hades and I put them all into one container, now I'm going to have several empty containers. And what I want to do is have a master one for all my Shannon Christines and a master one. I think it'll be Shannon Christine and Doreen Jones all in one. And I think I'll have another one just for Mirabilia and Nora Corbett's, because I have a lot of those too. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. So when I'm done working on one, I don't have to de-kit and put away in those 3. I'll just work from that, and then when I start a new Mirabilia or Nora Corbett, I can look and see what ones I have, and then I know what I need to buy. So I think this will make it so much easier. Instead of spending all this money on floss, when I can share from one kit to another, you understand? So yeah, that's going to be the change going on this year because, you know, money's a little tight. So, you know, I'm going to explain this to Scott. And I told him I'm still buying 1 piece of fabric a month. I still am. I already have, because what's for next month? Next month is snowy, right? March. Yeah, so I already have the fabric for snowy. And I need 2 fabrics for April. So I think the end of this month, I will order 1 for April. And then March, I'll order the other one for April. And then, because I'm doing those teapots, but I think I'm going to do mine on white. And those are being started on the end of March. So, yeah, I think the teapots I'm just going to do on white, which I have plenty of. But, yeah, every month I'm doing a full coverage. They're not all Hades. Most of them are, but they're not all. So, I'm like, I'm just going to use the one master set of floss for all my full coverage. So that's what I'm going to start doing, and it'll save me money because I'm going to end up all this floss. Julene showed me all her floss because she was always buying it for kits. I think she has more floss than I do. When she was showing her bags and bags and bags and bags of floss, I was like, oh no. I don't want to end up like that too. So yeah, so I liked her idea. And Deanne is using floss drops with a binder system. And so I don't care for the floss drops unless they're for small kits. Those that I don't mind. So yeah, I like mine on bobbins. That's what works best for me. Everybody has their own. I would love that chip. What is it? Chip and something system. I love that system, but it's expensive. Do I need it? No. I could use that for all my full coverages, but I don't need it, and it's expensive. So the other thing is, and I don't have any cross stitch friends close by me. I want to try like a Lowry stand or a lap stand, something that I can work with for a whole day to see if I would like it. I don't want to spend that kind of money if I don't like it. I'm sure I would, but the way my system is set up in the other room, I don't know if I have room for it. So, but a lot of them have the clip on it. Like my lamp has a clip on it. So, you know, it's playing around with things to see what works for you. And I've been stitching for 40 years, and I'm still finding new ways to do things that, are better for me. So I know I'll probably talk about this again tomorrow night in my floss tube. But this is what was going on yesterday in my life, and we like to talk about what we were doing. So while this is uploading, I got to pay some bills for my husband, and then I've got to go through Rosie and the colors in this to my master list, because I might have some of those that are on the 10 skeins I need. You never know. One of the colors, though, is for the Storyteller. That's keeping its own container, even though it's almost a full coverage, but it's a Teresa Wentzler. Teresa Wentzler uses a ton of blended threads, and I like to put those on cardboard bobbins, and I make the symbol so I can keep them blended. Other than that, that's what's going on today. I have no hot water in the bathroom. Scott worked at his full-time job yesterday, went right from there to his part-time. Got home last night for his shower. There's no hot water. I left the cold water dripping. I forgot to set the hot water dripping in the tub. I thought he did it. Technically, I thought he did it Thursday night when he said we need to leave water dripping because of the cold temperatures, and I guess he didn't, and so no, there's no hot water in there. There's hot water at my kitchen sink. So if I wanted to, technically I could wash my hair, but I'll wait. It'll thaw out. It'll thaw out today, and when he comes home, he'll probably he'll thaw out the pipes. I think I'll do some laundry today. Also, I know I want to wash all the towels, so they'll get washed and dried. But that's it for today. Just stitching. I'm trying to stay warm. And yeah. Let me know what you've been up to. Do you have a master list that you work from with your floss? Do you kit up each one? I started kitting up each one when I started watching a bunch of floss tubers doing that. I should have just stuck with what worked for me instead of spending all this money. Now, I had the money then. I don't have the money now to keep doing that. So, after July, things will start getting a lot better around here because I have one bill that goes out every month. That's almost $600. So, that's paid off in July. That'll be a huge... We'll still be a little tight because, I don't have much for groceries in the house because of the price of the groceries, So there's that to consider. But I just found, okay, that's in my master set. I keep finding skeins I think that were used up in things that I de-kitted. Yeah, and they're already in the master kit. That's in the kit. That one is. Oh, I'm pretty positive that one is. Yep. Okay, so these just need to go in the extras. So, yeah, that's what's going on today. Just playing around. Yeah, so things will get better after this summer. Hopefully. But that's it for today, my peepers. You all have a great day. It is diamond painting weekend. Some of us are cross-stitching because the person that runs the event just wants people, to come in and craft with everybody. So I will diamond paint a little bit tomorrow, but because I have three things to work on today, I'll have time for the diamond painting today. So I will see you all tomorrow. Love you guys.